Hello, welcome to Chess Tech. Today I'm playing a 15-minute rapid game against Sparty. So let's go for Sicilian. Grand Prix attack. Interesting. I'm gonna go for I'm going to try and get g6 in here. Fianchetto this bad boy. Yeah, here we go. I thought as much. My mouse is just frozen. Can you believe this? That my mouse has died in the middle of this game, and I'm just trying to find some batteries so I can make it work. This is unbelievable. This has never happened to me. So let's try again. Oh, here we are. I'm back. I just had to change the batteries in my mouse, and that is why that happened. Wow. So let's hope that doesn't happen again. How annoying, I only charged these recently. So, okay, let's get back. So we've got a Sicilian defence versus Grand Prix. Well, Grand Prix would be Sicilian anyway, and I've sort of played a dragon setup here, and let's have a look at the situation. Yeah, he's just going to try and blow me off the park here, which is what I mostly expect, and there's nothing wrong with that. It'll probably work actually. So I'm having a bit of a shocking run at the moment. I've lost about 4 games in a row. You know how it goes sometimes. So yeah, it's not looking that wonderful for me at the moment, is it? This. Let's think about this. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Somehow in this position, he has managed to not develop all his pieces and still be crushing me, it seems. I'm going to play d5. I'm hoping he's going to take that pawn on g6, and then I'll be able to get on with sorting my position out. Maybe I should have played queen b6 then. I can still play it now. I'm actually thinking about queen b6. Sorry, queen. I was thinking something mad like queen h4, then trying to play bishop e5 to try and create some weaknesses in his pawns in front of his king. But obviously he can just play his rook out there. Not really. Let's just put this here for a minute, and yeah. me not sure what's going on at the moment with my chess. Made some terrible blunders, and in some recent games, in okayish positions. I think it may be because I went back to playing bullet chess and then switched back to rapid, and I don't think you can do that, you know. Why can't I just take this pawn? That's what I'm asking myself. He plays the rook across, hits my queen. Queen can go to a3. What's he got? Rook down here. Well, no, I'm threatening then winning a piece. Just got to move that knight. I'm going to see why I can't take this pawn. It's better to find this out and then over an internet game than a over the board. That's the way I see all this chess online. You shouldn't be too precious about it, you know. You've got to understand that it's a lot of people's eyes that online chess isn't, quote marks, a real chess. And I suppose, you know, if you ask a lot of people who are long time over the board players whether, you know, why doesn't that win a piece? This is what I thought he might do. Bishop takes knight. Has he got anything intermediary? Recapture. Bishop takes knight. You can't play bishop h3. I just drop the bishop back. Bishop takes knight. Bishop takes bishop. Queen takes bishop. Pawn to f4. Why doesn't this win a piece? Bishop takes knight. Pawn takes pawn. Pawn takes pawn. I'm just seeing if he's got any chips. His queen coming down here. Bishop takes knight. Pawn takes pawn. Pawn takes pawn. Rook takes pawn. Rook takes rook. Rook takes rook. Queen. No, I can't see any cheap mates here. Of course, yes. Bishop takes knight. He just drops the rook back. Drops the rook back to b3. That nasty little attacking my queen and my bishop, winning it back. How obvious is that? It took me ages to work that out. God. Oh, this is terrible. Right. I need a plan here. I've lost a few minutes changing the batteries on my mouse. But, you know, I'm looking at the possibility, if I want to play my queen here, and which is both attacks this rook and this rook, should he move his queen off this back rank, which is just something in my mind a bit later on. I'm not saying it's going to happen now. Rook to there, rook back. If I attack his rook straight away, where's he going to put that rook? That's what I want to know. I have won a pawn here after all. Certainly isn't going there. Well, I suppose it could go to d7. Doesn't look right to me. Oh, it's the rook off, so obviously it can go there as well. Okay. So if I go back, then I'm hitting his rook and threatening the same thing I threatened before. Somehow he's getting away with that. That does not make sense. That's unbelievable. So if I go back here, and he can just move the rook back. Is that right? Rook comes back to b7, and then I still can't take because the rook comes up. I can't move my knight because I don't want him to play f6. It'd be a bit difficult, really, that, for the old bishop. So, I mean, this position, his knight hasn't got many brilliant squares. We've got two nice central pawns. If I can sort this little problem out with this pawn here, and just get my knight sorted, that'll be fine. So now I can take that piece, but obviously he's got his queen on it, so it doesn't work. Still does not work. Now I can nudge his knight, which means it would just come to this lovely square just to win this pawn, which would be probably a tragic mistake. Yeah. I need to get some more firepower in this game. Why can't I play bishop here then? To f6, hitting his bishop, rook. I can only go there. And then I'm threatening nothing. I don't really like that move very much. I don't like my position at all, actually. I think about dropping my queen back to d6. I mean, this must be a theoretically one endgame for me, two central pawns against one. So maybe I don't actually need to try and keep winning outright here. I just need to. He's just trying to make me. Which is fair enough. This rook's not doing much. The question is, my queen d6 or my rook to b8 on an open file. Leaves his pawn unprotected. I'm just going to play this centralising move. Well, that's not a wondrous move because he's just got bishop f4, which hits it straight away. So I didn't really think about that enough. It's not catastrophic or anything. I think just play it back to c5 or drop it back to d8. I want to keep some pressure on this rook really, so he can't move his queen. It's the only thing defending this rook on this open file. I can actually play queen in here as well. F6, which looks suicidal. That's when he takes. Could take. No, it wouldn't work. No, that's ridiculous. I was thinking about taking the pawn with the queen and then I'm hitting that pawn, but it's risky. He's only got to drop his rook down and swing it across, and I think you just got to take it on the chin that you've got to defend these positions sometimes. It's a bit uncomfortable. You know, we all want to attack and have the initiative, but you know. Actually, if he plays bishop f4, bishop takes knight, queen takes bishop. Yeah. So he's protecting it twice. If I could, actually, I'd quite like to exchange my dark square bishop. Really, quite nice. I'm thinking about playing knight in here, then my rook across. Get rid of these rooks. But I can't because obviously, if I take his rook, then he'll pin my queen in other rook with his knight. No, actually, it doesn't work because my knight will be in the way. So, I'm talking gibberish. Knight in here would be quite nice. I think. There's any reason that can't work. So his pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn, then he's got a rook and a bishop hitting my knight. Slightly awkward. And I've got knight here, threatening a fork in here at some point. I want to make a move. I'm running out of time. This is the trouble, you see. I have to just try and, with this much time deficit. It's a bad position to be in. So a number of plans now. Knight here and then in here. I could play knight d5 at some point, if I can get rid of this knight. I want to get this rook across and exchange these rooks, get this pressure. Yeah, he's just taking here. Of course he has got queen coming in here as well. So I don't want to take with this pawn because I'm probably going to get mated. Actually. This looks terrible. So I've still got my pawn, but it doesn't count for much when you're going to get mated. So queen to h4, which is sort of not really. What it is when it's threatening to take this knight. So I'd have to move it. Does that matter? So I can move it then to h4, which threatens his fork, which is quite nice. How's he going to stop that? And it covers this square as well, so he might have to give up his dark square. And it reveals my bishop onto his knight here. Well, I'm getting too far ahead of myself. Just trying to think if he's got any tactics. So things like bishop takes knight, bishop takes bishop. Doesn't work. It all seems to be just about hanging together. If I was him, I might want to reroute this knight. I mean, I can't really see. Doesn't feel he's got quite enough. Like I say, the problem is he can't move it here because he loses this rook. So we could go in here. There's just not many good squares for it. So maybe d5 wasn't such a bad move in hindsight. Wasn't terrible. Seems to be covering these nice white squares because neither of us have got a white square bishop. Therefore, it feels like I'm quite strong on the dark squares and he's relatively strong, but I'm definitely stronger on the white squares. I must be. Yeah, hitting my queen, that's a logical move. Now, it'd be lovely if I could just yeah, so I said I was going to play c5. Is there any tactics there? I can't play. You can attack it there. Pawn takes. I haven't got a lot of time here to think about this. So next move, if I can get it in, rook e8. I need rook e8. He might have knight here. I mean, in his position, if all the big guns come off, and I've just got to say rook endgame should be good for black. So he's going to want to finish this. He's burnt a bit of time here as well. Interesting. So what's it gonna be? His dark square bishop's very active. I've got to be very aware of pins and forks and God knows what between my pieces on the, my rook and my knight, my queen, and everything. It's very active bishop. So let me think. Yeah, don't get that. Wants to bring the queen down. There's no way in hell I'm allowing that, is there? Surely, unless I'm missing something. You can't attack me. I'm just going to have to go for that. Now, what I'm thinking now is I want to play knight h4. I want knight h4. I mean, he might just come down here. I'm going to play knight h4 anyway if he does that. Oh, he can't because he's got this will be hanging. So he's probably got to play something like yeah, he could play yeah, that's logical because he wants to try and get this bishop off. I get that, and sadly haven't got that fork on here now because my queen's on the wrong square. So I could exchange those knights, then he would get that. I don't really get much compensation for that, do I? So if I go here, I'm attacking this knight, rook. Where's it going to go? Probably there. Hold on a sec. Hold on a minute. If I play this, I'm hitting his dark square bishop, but I'm also threatening to win that piece. So, what has he got to stop that? I don't see he's got a hell of a lot. Apart from, I can't see he can stop that. I'm also threatening if he moves his bishop here, this check wins this rook. I've still got to be careful because, you know, winning a rook in these sort of positions, you can still get mated. So I miscalculated that, but I still get his dark square bishop. Feels like this should be okay for me somehow. I should be able to survive this. I was thinking rook takes knight, that doesn't get me anything, does it? No, nothing here at all. This is a pain in the butt. I'm just going to have it off. Now he's defending as well. So knight takes knight, or rook takes knight even. Could do that. I think I'm going to double up on this file. He's probably going to take it with the knight. I think I need to bring my queen in here and exchange. I've got a problem with that because I have that pawn, but then my rook will be active. He's just going to turn into an endgame now where, yeah, he's going to get his pawn back. I've burnt a lot of time. I've got zero compensation here. Apart from I can pin that. You can't check me. Why can't I pin that knight? You'd have to protect it with this pawn. Does that move? Looks a bit risky to me. I'm going to play it anyway. If we exchange queens, I at least need some activity for it. You know, I want to... If he tries to hit my queen now, like that, then I want... It's not really doing it for me, is it? Yeah. You see, the plan is now that if he takes that pawn, then I've got him pinned in here. Yeah, he's threatening this as well, which is annoying. I think I've just got to play this actually. Stop. Come on, rook takes pawn. Getting a bit very short on time here. I hope my video isn't going to run out. No recording. I think it is. Just as we're getting exciting. Come on. He has got... Has he got G? Yeah. That comes in. That's annoying, isn't it? Can I just pin that? What's the tactic here? What's the tactic? I'm going to find out because I haven't got a lot of time. Yeah, I just can't understand why I can't just play that. Why can't I just pin that knight here? Like that. Somebody tell me. Come on. Yeah. And now, here, he hits that. He's got... Yeah, he's missed that, hasn't he? He could have played it. Let's just